Well, of all the spots to be in, I did not expect this to be the one. Hey guys, it's the Zachdroid and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be touring my first proper survival world, World 8. Oh my god, I forgot what I can't find. This is my first build, well, first survival build. So let me explain why this is World 8. So when I started playing Minecraft, like anything else I like doing, I wanted to understand it better before playing properly. So I made multiple worlds where I just experimented with different game mechanics. So whether I was in creative or survival, I just wanted to get a hang of the game. I wasn't very good at building, as you can tell from that building in the back. It literally does not compare with anything I can build now. But it was a very strong start, I think. So some of you may notice that there are things like bamboo and campfires and there's scaffolding in my inventory. And this is because I actually didn't really start playing Minecraft that long ago. This world is, I believe, over a year old. I started playing properly in the 1.14 snapshots, which is actually pretty late if you think of it. But I think for a Minecraft player, I've learned a lot very quickly. There's a little shipwreck over there that I always tried to raid, but I could never find chests in. There's a plains biome over here. This is actually where I spawned in the world. It was somewhere around here. There's a spruce forest over there. This is also the first forest I burned down. But then I tried rebuilding another one over here. And there's a little pond over there. I've always wanted to put something in that pond, but I could never find lily pads. This is my house, and what's with the orange and blue? This is because when I started playing Minecraft, I used to watch videos by a YouTuber called PixelRevs who made a survival guide, which can pretty much tell you why. And I decided to take a bit of inspiration from him, but add my own twists to builds. So in his first build, he actually built his house with white wool, I believe. And of course, I built it with orange and blue because I'm weird. And my inventory is a mess. So I decided to add my own twist, and I would say it looks horrible. It just looks weird. So let's go inside, and in here is my stuff, I guess. So this is a chest where I put weapons and stuff, and a milk bucket in case I came across riches. This is where I put all my mob drops. This is where I put all of my tree, bamboo, and sugarcane related things, as well as the occasional fence post, egg, and piece of string. And wool. Over here I believe is, yeah, this is where I had all my farming related stuff. So this was all my food, all my seeds, all my stuff. This is all of my rocks area. I believe this was mainly a cobblestone and dirt chest, but obviously I have a couple other stuff in here. Here I have an anvil, of course. This was my redstone, coal, gunpowder, and flint chest. That's a lot of coal. Sometimes I don't even have that much coal. Here we have a smoker, blast furnace. Let's see if there's anything inside. I asked for nether bricks. And I'll get into why there's some of those in there in a second. This should also have some. Yes, it does. So does this. Over here is my... I had a lot of music discs. I never find these. I'm not actually sure what I would put in this chest now. Over here, I had my precious items chest, which, as you can tell, I went mining a lot. I had an efficiency 1 pickaxe, but I was running low on durability. This was at a time where I didn't know mending existed. And over here we have a chest which I believe was reserved for special items only. I used to like clocks. I always used to take a clock with me whenever I went mining. Which honestly I think isn't a bad move because it gives you an idea of whether it's night or not. Here we have bookshelves, and I was attempting to get a full bookshelf setup and I only managed to get 9 bookshelves so far. And this is where I had my bed. Here we have a bit of farmland. This was meant to be the beginning of a phantom farm. I don't know why I was trying to get phantom membranes, but I wanted to make a tower that came all the way up here so that I could build a watchtower thing, a platform where I could just kill phantoms whenever I could. I remember this being taller, if I'm completely honest, though it is possible that I brought it down completely to restart. And then there's this campfire up here. This is because I always got lost and I wanted to have a smoke signal, so I made use of the mechanic of adding a hay bale under a campfire that makes the smoke more intense. So as you can see, it gets up to like here. I believe this was meant to be a chimney, but I never got around to making it. So under here we have a little area. This is my nether portal, and I can't remember where this thing goes, but I believe it goes to my mine. Yes, it does. If we pop on over to the nether real quick, you will see that there is absolutely nothing there except for this behemoth of a stone thing. Yeah, now there's piglins and stuff, but I did play on this in the 1.14 snapshots, so I mean everything now looks different. But as you can see, this is the classic nether. And I do not know how many times I got lost in this place. There's also another fortress over here, which I attempted to raid multiple times, as you can see. I'm also curious to see, how far do I need to go to get to a chunk where I would find the new nether biome? Don't believe I've ever raided this. Look at that jagged line between this Soul Sand Valley. This is actually really funny to look at. So apparently I have found this fortress, but I've never come all the way over here. So I've generated the chunks, but I've never made it this far. But it's actually really funny to see how this cuts off. But this isn't as bad as I thought, because I expected to see floating islands, not this. So I think Mojang actually did this on purpose to try and avoid worlds from looking really terrible, like having a landmass that literally just cuts off in half, just randomly lying in front of someone's base. That would look really bad. Not base, more like a nether hub or something. I'm actually gonna be honest with you, I used to take a bunch of backups, because whenever I did a mistake that I wasn't happy with, I would just restore the backup and pretend nothing ever happened. Over here, this is where I had my enchanting setup, and this is actually a really good idea, I think, for when I did this. So this is where I used to refill all my bottles. I had a bunch of potions. What I use these potions for? No idea. Right now it looks kind of ugly, but at the time, this is something I would have found really cool. And this was actually my first attempt at a redstone farm. I do not know if it went well, but seeing that this was actually much taller earlier, I think it does work. Yep, it works. It was highly inefficient. So as you can see, we also have some nether brick on the roof, and this is an incomplete build. This was one of the last things I worked on, as you can see, because I have some nether bricks, and I believe I was probably coming over here to try and convert some more into stairs or something. I don't want to complete this build because I feel like it's fine to keep it that way. But yeah, there's also some red stained glass. I believe this was my first ever use of stained glass, because as you can tell from here, there is no stained glass. And let's go down to the mining shack, which is the last part of the tour, I believe. I'm actually curious to see how much I've mined. Okay, so as you can see, my commitment to mining wasn't as good as it could be, because mining was something I found really scary. There's a common theme you'll notice. Whenever I came across a cave like this one, I would stop mining, because I was terrified of caves at the time. That's why I made this really long tunnel that goes all the way here to the place where I always got my obsidian, as you can tell from the cobblestone. This is actually the first cave I've ever tried to venture in, but this took a lot of bravery, and I had to convince myself that it was all gonna be fine. If I come on over here, you can see there's a little doorway. This was my first ever mob farm. I had no idea how mob spawning worked back then. So I would literally just do my own thing at my base, and whenever I remembered to just come over and check out the mob farm, I would always see if there was anything there. I think that is everything to tour with this world tour, actually. I am kind of tempted to see if I can get to the Ender Dragon in this world, though it's something that I'm probably not gonna do in this video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully this should answer some questions as to why my ongoing Let's Play series, check it out in the iCard in the top right corner of your screen. Hopefully that should answer why it's actually called World 9. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.